purple cherry pie. But cherries are supposed to be red. What the hell do they mean by... Oh, sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead and start working on this recipe. Let's see, you're going to need 1 can of red pitted cherries, which are red, I don't get that. 2.5 cups of sugar, a half cup of flour, 6 eggs, 1 can of evaporated milk, just took the lid off on that, 1 stick of butter, and, oh, red food coloring. Okay, I get it. They make it. Where's the purple come from? Blue food coloring. That's absolute genius. Okay, first off, we're going to mix in 1.5 cups of sugar. So, once again, same deal as before. Just get your pan and fill it up because you're going to be cooking this on the stovetop. Then we're going to need, let's see, a half cup of flour. We're going to need cherries in the juice and blend until smooth. Sure, why not? That's not gross or nothing. Need a spoon. There we go. Oh, I get it. Okay, it's more of a purplish color now because the cherries are really dark red and purplish. Okay, I get it. Now this is starting to make some more sense. Let's see here. Okay, that's smooth. Then we need to separate the eggs one at a time into a bowl and put the egg whites into a metal or glass bowl. Oh, that's for the topping for it. I'm going to use a Cool Whip for mine, so I'm not actually going to do that. I'm just going to put the yolks into there. Okay, got the 6 egg yolks in there, breaking them up a little bit. There we go. Good, 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 good. And add the evaporated milk. God, this really isn't seeming like a bachelor kind of recipe. I'm gonna have to talk to the intern about that later. Okay. Now put it onto your heat. Once again, turn it on and start mixing. It's looking disgusting enough. I guess that's good. Now what you want to do is basically let it get hot enough for it to start thicken. Then once it's done thickening, you add the butter to it. And then once it's gone and gotten all thick again, you pour it into a couple of pie tins and you're done. Let's see here. It's still not purple enough for me. I guess that's where you get your food coloring cut in there. A couple of drops of blue, 3 drops of red should do it. There we go. There we go. That's getting a nice purple color. Then once all that heats up, thickens up, put the butter in, thicken it up again, put it into your tins, and you're done. Okay, let's see here. What do we have? We've got tons of fruit, so let's just go ahead and start adding some to it. First, you're going to need a cup to put your juice in. Go ahead and strain 2 cups of peaches. Oh, I just lost all the peaches. Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. Let's go on to the pineapple. Need another cup. Go ahead and add 1 can of pineapple. Add 1 strained cup of pears. Now add a can of maraschino cherries. You know, I'm going to need a bigger bowl for this. There we go. Cherries. There we are. Let's see, I've got, okay. 1/2 cup to a cup of strawberries and 1 diced apple. And let's go ahead and get those peaches ready. Okay, throw all that into your pot. Add 2 cups of sugar to it real quick. And then bring it over to your stove. We're going to go ahead and turn on the heat just like the last couple of times, and we're going to let that simmer, melt, and get all the sugars inside of the fruit. It's kind of like making jelly, except it's not being in a jelly jar, it's being put into a pie crust. Go ahead and take a little bit of your juice that you have sitting over there. Pour just enough of it back in to give it a little bit of water to it. And go ahead and start stirring. While we have that boiling, Burns actually gave me 3 kiwis to put in there too. Don't know why he likes kiwis so much, but just squeeze that stuff right on in there. Just like squeezing an egg or a fruit, or, well, it is a fruit, I guess. But just squeeze it in there like it's, well, it's gross, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, as soon as it starts getting warm, not quite boiling, go ahead and take a couple of tablespoons of tapioca and put them on inside there. Tapioca is really good because it's not only a congealing agent that'll, you know, toughen it up and thicken it up a little bit, but also it goes in and sucks up all that delicious fruit flavor, so it gives it a nice little bit of extra oomph whenever you're eating it. Now after it starts boiling for a little bit, oh, ew, looks like those kiwis were a little bit stronger than I thought. Well, once it starts boiling for a little while, keep stirring it around. Now you'll find out most of the stuff like the peaches and pears have kind of strained down into a little more gelatinous forms, but your apples are still just floating around, they're still crunchy. It's going to have to stay that way unless you want to sit here for about, 30, 40 minutes or 3 or 4 days or however the fuck long apples take to stew down. I don't have that kind of patience, so I have pectin. Grab 1 pouch of pectin, yes, it's the same stuff that makes jams and jellies, and then slowly start pouring a little bit of it inside of your concoction. Stir it up. Check it, see if it's becoming more jelly-like. If it's not jelly enough for you, add some more to it. Get it to whatever consistency you think a pie should be, and then pour it inside your pie, and you're done. And that's Fuck It, I'll Eat It pies. Now, a festive treat that you can make any time of the year, but it's really more for things... I'm glad you're enjoying Burns, but where are the rest of the pies?
I ate them.
All of them?
Yeah, I was hungry. I haven't eaten in months. The last thing I ate was my red beans and rice.
But those were for our families.
I don't see my family.
Oh, well...
This is actually pretty good. Whose recipe is this?
Oh, that's the purple cherry pie given to me by intern's mom, actually. Huh. I wonder where all of his thanks went. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone!
Happy Meat Fest, you jerk!
Somebody say Meat Fest?